The witness, the malefactor of our first collapse, is at our doorstep. Once thought to be a force known as the Darkness, the witness revealed itself to be an entity that instead wields the darkness against us. It spoke through our ghosts and offered us salvation if we submitted to it. We refused. Though we do not know its true intentions, we can only assume it seeks to finish what it started during our collapse. Our resolve was tested when Savathun, Hive Goddess of Trickery, disguised herself as one of our foremost guardians, Osiris. She gained access to our secrets, but in turn, Osiris gained access to hers. Savathun had rebelled against the Witness and hid what might be our only chance of defeating it away on the planet Neptune. Now, former Cabal Emperor Calus and his loyalist warships have joined the Witness's advance on Earth. But we found an unexpected ally in Calus's daughter, Empress Keitel, and Mithrax, the Elixir leader of the House of Light. Together, we have united against our common enemy. In an unprecedented move, the Traveler left Earth to confront the Witness head-on. This conflict was set in motion long before we existed, but we will bring it to an end, one way or another.
There are too many of them! They're everywhere!
Vanguard to all units. Keep the enemy away from the Traveler, at all cost.
What is that? The Witness.
Whatever that thing is, we gotta take it down.
Disciple, you know what must be done.
They found the veil.
We're in no position to engage the enemy.
We don't have a choice. We're out of time.
Osiris. Don't die. Guardian, help Osiris reach the Veil before Calus does. And please, stay close to him. He doesn't have any life to spare.
I'm checking our location. We've hitched a ride to the Outer Giants, Neptune orbit. Osiris was right. The witness sent Calus after something hidden here.
Guardian. I did not anticipate a fellow stowaway. Calus is after an artifact on Neptune, the Veil. I'm working on a plan to stop him. For now, find your way through that ship.
I can't help but feel like we should have stayed behind to protect the Traveler and our people. Was it the right choice to follow Osiris?
If the witness establishes a link with the Veil, it'll be over for the entire system. All of our losses would have been for naught. We have never faced a threat of this magnitude. Even if you stayed, you wouldn't have stood a chance against the witness. None of us would. This is our only hope to survive the witness.
Look, down there. Calus' flagship. He's heading right for the surface.
Oh, is that you, my tenacious little guardian? What do you think of my shadow agent? Revel in these hollow victories. I want you in the best of spirits when we meet in the arena.
Hurry up!
Are those things safe?
Can't be that.
Here goes nothing. This is Neptune? There's a whole city here. An entire civilization. I've got a ping on Osiris's coordinates. Let's find him.
You on the road. Identify yourself. Are you with the invaders?
We're Guardians, from the last city.
Lightbearers.
We're fighting the same enemy. We're here to find something called the Veil.
Nimbus and I are a little pinned down right now, but we'll be there soon. Stay frosty, Tyrants.
Osiris, I'm detecting an anomaly on my sensors. We'll check it out while the coast is clear.
Understood. Patiently note that it is quite confined in here.
This energy source, this is incredible. You can wield it.
Welcome to Neomuna. You work fast.
We don't like to waste time.
Well, good. There isn't a moment to lose.
We regroup at the watchtower.
You don't understand. We've got to get to the Veil.
I understand what's at stake, Lightbearer. Far better than you. Not all of us have lives to spare. At last, my semblance matches my inner beauty. And what beauty! Delicious power. I should be grateful that such power has come to live in me. This calls for a toast, does it not? My witness. Progress. The veil is before us. It's still outside your grasp. My forces are locating it as we speak. The Neptunians won't pose much of a threat with their tawdry technology.
The final shape awaits. The veil is but the next step. You have all you wanted, Emperor.
I am glorious! Thanks to you, my witness. Find the veil, so I can move on from this drudgery!
So, you're the Lightbearer. Huh. Look, I'm not gonna claim my mind's eye is anything special. But you hear Earth's immortal warlords growing up and you think like round shields and bushy eyebrows. And here you come, zipping around smacking bad guys with green stringy stuff. I mean, that was... I've never seen anything like it. Anyways, enough about you. I'm Nimbus. I'm the rookie Cloud Strider here in Neomuna. The Cloud Striders have kept this city safe for generations. Sans Guardians. But seems like we got lots of similar goals. Or at least, similar enemies. Rohan asked me to be your guiding light for the time being. I'd do pretty much anything to keep the Veil and the people of Neomuna safe. But when I took my oath, I didn't think I'd be babysitting. Then again, mind's eye, not great. Now, you know the Veil's in danger. I know where those big guys are headed. So let's go do some hero stuff.
My vision was true. Even after years of speculation, no one guessed the Ishtar Collective made it here. Let alone build a city we couldn't find. As for Calus, his grip on the city remains strong. But it appears these Cloud Striders are keeping him at bay. For the time being, at least. His pursuit of this object, the Veil, is of dire importance. If he gets to it first... Urgency is key, Guardian. We cannot fail.
You Earthlings know how to make an entrance, don't you? I'm Rohan, Cloud Strider, protector of the city of Neomuna. Welcome to Neptune, Lightbearer. Never thought I'd say that.
I always figured if Lightbearers came here, I'd be fighting them off. Lucky for both of us, we're on the same side. In any case, I hope we can find common ground. Or at least common enemies.
This city is impressive.
That's Neomuna for you. You should see it in the Cloud Arc.
Cloud Arc?
It's where all of Neomuna's citizens live virtually. I keep the city and their slumbering bodies safe.
We shouldn't get distracted. Securing the Veil before Calus is the most important task. Do not delay.
We're too late. They've got the Veil.
Guardian, I don't... This doesn't feel right.
The Veil?
It's worse than before. Much worse.
My witness.
Progress.
We have captured the Veil. Well, the area around the Veil. It is entombed, so it will take some time to break through and link the relay. Add to that the enemy presence.
Yes. We know they are here. A few of Soul's protectors cannot prevent fate. You will link the radial mast and see the Veil destroyed. The final shape rests upon it.
Indeed, my witness.
That was... familiar. Only much stronger this time. I feel... sick. Like I shouldn't be here.
We're in this together. Osiris and Nimbus need to hear about this.
So, the Veil's safe, for now. I don't have an Earth Warlord translation for this, so stick with me. If Calus uses whatever that radial thingy is and somehow destroys the Veil, well, it's tied directly to our Cloud Arc and literally all Neomuni. I don't think you need a Warlord translation for why that's bad. From the sound of it, your buddy there, Osiris, wants to go in guns a-blazing, which, hey, I fully support. But the old man, the other old man, my old man, not literally, but, you know. Between you and me, he isn't sure it's the right call, but don't worry though. I reminded him you Guardians are the experts here. You've been dealing with this whole witness thing a lot longer than we have. It's okay if we lean back and try a little trust fall. Well, if you drop us, it might be my funeral, but whatever, it'll be fun.
The radial mast is somewhere in Calus' ship. If you strike swiftly, we can remove it as a threat before it ever reaches the Veil. Enter Calus' fortress, find the radial mast, and destroy it.
I still can't believe my sensors. Could the radial mast really be a light artifact?
There's still a great deal we don't know. What is the radial mast capable of? How will it affect the Veil? And what is the witness planning?
All very good questions, but ones that can wait until we've destroyed the radial mast and saved your city.
I know what's at stake here, Osiris.
That monument must be the radial mast. There's no mistaking it. That's light energy radiating from it. Oh, no.
At last you have arrived, God. Welcome to this final test of strength. Alas, this day I have no riches in store for you.
Ignore Calus' bloviating. This is your chance. Destroy the radial mast.
So you come with this meager trinket without a worthy opponent. Wouldn't you agree?
Guardian? Guardian! Not now!
Now you will see true power. What could have been yours if only you had accepted my generous offers. You cannot escape fate and oblivion. Raise your head.
What's going on?
Hang on, I'm getting a transmission. It's, a set of coordinates inside this arena?
Is this the extent of your strength? Is this all the Traveler's chosen guardians can muster?
Guardian, your recklessness will be the end of you one day. But not today.
Kite! Daughter! Traitor! Have you come to disappoint me one last time?
We'll, just show ourselves out.
Is it done? Have you destroyed the radial mast?
We can't. The whole ship is coming down on top of us. We have to go.
We were too late once already. If Calus was able to secure the veil, now the radial mast?
Headlong and empty-handed, Osiris. If you fight the river, it'll sweep you away.
Don't be fooled by his act. The Calus you face is no almighty emperor, but something far more dangerous. A hungry, desperate beast. Once the Cabal Empire and all its bounty was his to command, and his to consume. Joy was his purpose, and his strength, he said. To angst over edicts and enemies was weakness. But I could see in his eyes dread that his pleasures would soon come to an end, clouding his sight from an incoming coup. I should have killed him then, but I thought exile more fitting. I thought he'd shrivel to nothing in the void of space. Instead, he caught a glimpse of something more. The chance to become greater than he'd ever been. Like a war beast after a blood scent, he chased that chance, abandoning all honor, reason. There was nothing he would not sacrifice for his own salvation. And when the witness came to him at last, Calus faced what he had run from all along. If we don't stop him, he'll make sure it's the end for us all.
Empress Keigel's forces will help push back Calus's advances.
We've done nothing but waste time!
I understand. But I cannot lose you again in your eagerness to fight. It is not the same as before.
I am contemplating your most recent outburst with Strand to see if there are opportunities for improvement.
It was out of control. We did the best we could.
We need to do better! We don't know what Calus and the Witness want, but if it will have an effect on us all, I can't allow that to happen. I must ponder more on these strands. You should consult with the Cloud Striders to consider what our next steps could be.
Osiris.
I'm fine, Ghost. I'll be fine. Go on.
Paracausal superposition? Like magnetic poles.
You've been busy. Well?
For so long, we saw dark and light as antagonists. We believed we were the champions of the good because we wielded the light. If these are not moral forces, if they are not opposites, what are they? At its root, the Traveler is a terraformer, a gardener. It generates natural life, physical transformation at a molecular scale across whole planets. This should have been our first hint. The domain of the light is the domain of the physical. The darkness then is revealed in many facets. Dreams and nightmares, emotions, pain, memory. The nature of Strand confirms this line of thinking. Darkness is something entirely apart from light. A paracausal union, conjoining intangible conscious realities, discursively linking to...
You're talking about the River of Souls.
River?
Yeah, it's a story we tell kids on Neptune.
A nursery rhyme.
Sort of. Since before history, there's been this raging river. In the story, some try to divert the river, others try to build a dam, but nothing stops it. Lots of people have believed that we either sink in the water or learn to swim.
Don't we?
See, that's the real wild part. We are the river.
And empowered by it, it would seem.
You know, I think I know of a place where we can find some of that power.
What is this attraction? Sagira, could you run some scans? Oh, right.
Am I interrupting?
Rohan, I've been pondering the Veil's paracausal effects on ghosts. I know I haven't been the easiest guest in your city.
Pain is not a hindrance. It simply reminds us we're still breathing. Still fighting. They're going to attempt a leap. We have to stop them.
This way's a dead end.
No path forward. And we'll have to make our own.
If the radial mast links with the Veil, it's all over. You and Rohan are our only hope.
The radial mast. It's activating. I'll buy you some time, Lightbearer.
Be careful, Rohan. Even you can only deter it for so long. Must be a way to destroy it.
Guardian, as long as I can hold the line, the radial mast can't create the link. Find a way to destroy it. Hurry!
The radial mast cannot be destroyed with conventional weapons. But like before, perhaps they didn't account for Strand.
Give me some time to expose its weak point. When I give you the signal, use your strand! Now's the time! Lightbearer! Destroy it now!
We can't.
Then I have no choice. Nimbus, see you on the other side.
Rohan, what are you doing?
Rohan. He
chose a Cloud Strider's end. Hey, Guardian. Can you please pick up his core? I'll need it.
Okay, Nimbus.
My witness, there have been complication. Our hold over the Veil has been temporarily loosened.
You fear loss, Emperor. Your fear brings you pain. We know pain. Our purpose is its end. You have no purpose. Because you fear to seek one. That fear is your failure.
My failure? My failure? I have fed this force with vicious subjugation, battered down the gates of our enemies, and seized our glittering prize. Why? Because I wanted it. You hold the universe in your grasp, and all you can think of to do with it is...
Secure the Veil. We will create the link.
Infinite apologies. The Veil is yours. It will be done.
Thanks for the drive. When we take on this job, get the Augs and everything, the clock starts ticking. 10 years may not seem like a lot, especially to you, but it's well spent. It's worth it. I can't think of a single Strider that went before their expiration date. We've got way bigger problems right now. We need to get Neomuna's defenses working again. I've got reports of Shadow Legion attempting to get up close and personal with the VexNet. I have absolutely no idea why, apart from the breathtaking views this time of axial tilt. But we're not waiting around to find out. That sounds like a good plan, right? It's what he would have... No, that doesn't matter. You and I are gonna see this through. Ready when you are.
The Neomuna are a tenacious people. Rohan met his end with honor. He'd be given funeral rites of the highest distinction had he been Cabal. The war is not over. Calus has failed in the eyes of his master. And knowing him, he's about to unleash his barbarity like a cornered war beast.
Systems are late, with 80% of defenses now operational. I'm full of fury, she's got an army, and you got magic green strings. Let's crush this Calus guy.
We aren't ready for Calus. We don't even understand this erratic power at a foundational level.
It's time we figure it out. Kydal, we'll need your troops. Nimbus, charge up as many of the remaining turrets as you can, while Osiris helps me to untangle this strand.
When we think about controlling something powerful, it's easy to assume it takes strength. Determination. A force of will. But what I've learned is that we cannot control every facet of nature. Instead of tightening our grip, we must open our palms, accepting the ebb and the flow. Letting go in the face of grief in all its shapes. Through failure, through loss, we can overcome the impossible.
Guardian, all of our training, all of our losses, it's brought us to this moment. We must stop Calus from reaching the Veil and establishing a link to the Traveler.
Final stand, baby. If I can get this old Ishtar-era orbital beam thing up and running, it might come in handy.
I would suggest exercising an abundance of caution around untested Ishtar technology.
I miss the old go in without a plan and hope for the best, Osiris.
That is a gross mischaracterization.
Today shall be the end of Calus's reign. The Shadow Legion will submit or be crushed beneath my heel.
Calus? What is... Guardian! Kaido! Are you okay?
The Veil's exposed. Keep them away from it, at all costs. Leave the Emperor to me.
Will Keitel be okay?
I have a feeling she can take care of herself.
Empress Keitel is buying you time to find the Veil before the Shadow Legion. Don't squander this opportunity.
According to Neomuna lore, the Veil is deep beneath the ground. Like, way deep. Whatever you find in there, just keep going downward.
We're keeping an eye on the surface. Keitel's holding off Calus for now, but she's outnumbered.
That must be the Veil. It's massive. I feel a little strange. Don't know how to describe it. It almost gives me the same feeling as the Traveler. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Let's press on. For both our sakes, please don't fall. It looks like the Veil goes even deeper. Keitel, we've done it. Calus is no more.
You gave him the Cabal's end. I'll believe it when I see it for myself.
Hey, do you guys feel that?
No clue what you're talking about. We're almost at the Veil. Hang tight.
finally found you.
Get your ghost!
What's wrong, Osiris?
Get your ghost out of there!
Finality takes shape.
It's creating the link!
At long last.
Destroy it!
What just happened?
We just lost.
Zavala. Come in.
The universe makes us all victim and perpetrator. That's infinite cruelty. You, more than any, suffer both fates. Be free.
The Traveler. Gone. Should I feel humbled by this sacrifice? Relieved that it can't grant any more of our enemies the light? Lost? Without a god in whom I can place my trust? But what consumes me in this moment is the human loss. We've watched so many die for this war. And yet, those losses have given us insight and common bonds. We stand alongside more allies than ever before. Humans, awoken, the Elixni, even the Cabal. When I came to the last city, I looked up to the heavens for the hope the Traveler gave us.
Guardian, the Traveler is gone, but we're still here. It may seem small, but it's no less important under the circumstances. Despite your triumphs against the former Emperor, the Witness has transformed the Traveler, and gone somewhere we cannot follow. Losses are no stranger to any of us, and I have long since known that the world does not obey laws of poetic justice, much as we might hope otherwise. It would be easy to look at the sky and falter. We cannot. We must take the time we have and make these losses mean something. Neptune is the best and only direction we have. Work with the Cloud Striders. Learn what you can about the Veil. A step at a time, an inch at a time, we keep going. With or without the Traveler.
Calus is gone, and the Veil is safe for now. I don't really know what victory looks like going forward, but I'm not gonna take this win from us. From Neomuna. It's weird not being the rookie anymore. I'm just Cloudstrider Nimbus. Feels wrong. Like I jumped out a window without my board. There was confidence in knowing the buck stopped with someone else. For Rohan, when I met him at least, it seemed like he just took everything in stride. It was easy for him. I guess I'll get there someday. We're having Rohan's induction into the Hall of Heroes in a bit. Will you join us? It'll be great. Quinn will say something stuffy, there'll be lots of cheering, maybe a whistle if you want to get spicy. But I think he'd be honored if you were there.